Fans, there is that and more. Let's get to the ring.
Ladies and gentlemen, singles action kicking off this edition of NWA Anarchy. Salvatore Rinauro, just a couple of weeks ago at Seasons Beatings, a brutally competitive match against the Anarchy Heavyweight Champion, Slim J, who is still your Anarchy Heavyweight Champion. A more focused Sal Rinauro than we've ever seen, and certainly a stern test for anyone making their professional television debut, as is Brian Cage.
Well, Brian Cage is going to have a lot of work cut out for him, taking on, Salvatore Rinauro. Sal Rinauro, as you said, very competitive match back at Seasons Beatings 2 weeks ago. Very close to winning that NWA Anarchy Heavyweight Championship, and he is a man on a mission.
He certainly is. This is not the let's have a good time, laughing, joking Sal Rinauro, not the guy that we used to say was sort of a big deal. He is the most focused that I've ever seen him in his career. Rear waist lock into a front chancellery. We're seeing some technical expertise from young Brian Cage, but he is in the ring with a skilled technician, bridging hammerlock now. Almost a version of a death lock using the arm. Not only is this torquing the shoulder and the elbow, but that bridge, all that much more pressure. But look at this. Very innovative reversal, getting out of the pressure and taking a point of control head scissors from young Brian Cage.
Brian Cage, as you said, making his international television debut here in NWA Anarchy, and maybe Sal Rinauro taking him a little bit lightly here.
And the crowd certainly warming to young Mr. Cage and souring in relation to Salvatore Rinauro. Back to the collar and elbow.
Well, these people don't know winners when they see one.
All right, now.
They cheer for the Falcons.
Oh, good grief. All right, now, wrist lock applied and separating the fingers by Salvatore Rinauro. Not exactly what one would call legal. And more of the technical chops getting out of the pressure, taking an armbar is Cage, and now the standing wrist lock puts Rinauro down, leg drop, and Cage, continuing the assault on the arm, has it key locked. And right now, certainly a good showing thus far against the former Anarchy Tag Team Champion.
Well, this Brian Cage kid, he came out here and he knows that he has this one shot to show what he's got, and he's actually out here showing us a little bit of that.
Back to the arm bar by Rinauro. Rinauro back into the ropes, whip off to the side, duck down, leapfrog, deep arm drag, Cage in control. And there, Rinauro putting on the brakes, trying to stop the offensive flurry of Brian Cage. Rinauro, very good at a technical game, rather. So certainly looking to slow down the pace, perhaps. But now, elbow after elbow, right hand after right hand on young Mr. Cage. One boot after another, now blatant choke. This is the hyper-aggressive, focused Salvatore Rinauro that we saw at Seasons Beatings in a, more than one occasion, nearly capturing the Anarchy Heavyweight title.
Well, Greg Hunter, the thing about it is with Salvatore Rinauro, he feels that he's been disrespected for so long. He feels that everybody thought that Sal was just supposed to be this happy-go-lucky, make us laugh, come out here and entertain us kind of guy. Nobody ever took him as a serious competitor. He's proved it. He's a former Anarchy Tag Team Champion. He was a Wild Side Junior Heavyweight Champion. This man has held titles. He's held Tag Team Gold all over the country. This man right here does not take it very kindly, people taking him lightly, and that's what he's out to prove, that he is a competitor and that he can win championships and hang in the big time.
Well, he has been a contender for every title in NWA Anarchy, receiving shots at all of them. Right now, you saw there briefly the variation of the full Nelson using the legs, and now cross-facing Brian Cage. Rinauro pulls the man to his feet now. Forearm shot, flush. Rinauro wrist locks the arm, sends the man into the corner. trying to get some feeling back into his own arm and catches a boot in the face for his trouble. Cage, a pair of boots now, rushes in, clothesline duck, Cage off the side. A clothesline takes Rinauro down, back elbow, and Cage is on a roll. Flying leg lariat, and Brian Cage is winning over the crowd here at the NWA Arena. To the near side, brings him up. Tilt-a-whirl backbreaker, this could be all 2, and only a 2 count, says referee Wesley Grissom.
Brian Cage was just 1 second away from quite possibly the biggest victory of his life against Salvatore Rinauro. And now Sal Rinauro driving the thumbs right into the eyes. A good cutoff move.
All right, now, not exactly what one would call legal, but certainly effective. Turning around now, looking for a hangman's neck breaker. Presence of mind into the backslide. 2, and only a 2 count. Knee to the midsection. Rinauro back in control. Forearm shot. Down goes Cage. Sends Cage into the ropes. Reversal. Cage slips underneath. Has the man effectively pump handled into a sit-out, face-down power bomb.
And Sal looks out.
And only a 2 count. Rinauro getting a leg over the ropes at the last possible second.
Great presence of mind to know where you're at in that ring. That's what Salvatore Rinauro is. I mean, he's a great ring general. The guy knows where he's at all times in that ring. And Greg Hunter, that's part of the fact that, Sal Rinauro was trying to show everybody that was not taking him seriously here just a few months ago.
Rinauro runs the ropes, backflip kick, only a 2 count. Rinauro now, more of that vicious streak, just running the forearm across the eyes of Brian Cage.
Well, if you want to see the green, you got to get mean.
That may be Rinauro's motto in life now. Rinauro up and over, he got caught. Fireman's carry position here. Cage sets him up into the ace crusher. And Rinauro knocked for a loop, draped over the ring apron. If that had been in the center of the ring, that could have been it. Now pounding on Rinauro. Rinauro getting set up rather. Suplex inside out. Rinauro on his feet. Duck under reversal. Roll up, 2, and that does it.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner of the match, Sal Rinauro.
Salvatore Rinauro rebounding after season's beatings, but given a run for his money by Brian Cage.